Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about wall ovens, and we're really going to compare three of the most popular brands that we have here: Miele, Thermador, and Wolf. So let's just jump right into it. I'll start it off and let's talk about Wolf, which truly is one of the best, most popular built-in wall ovens that really on the market, period. Now, when you look at some of these brands, it's really the same kind of within the brands. There is more models and some different series. Like Wolf, for example, has their M series, which is kind of the top of the line, really their most popular. And then they have an E series, which is a little less expensive, less featured. Today, we're going to really focus on that M series wall oven. Before we dive into kind of features, know also within that M series, there's three different styles as well. So if you like kind of that pro style with the red knobs, bulkier, beefier handle, that they have that option in that professional series. They also make one a little bit more transitional, slimmer tubular handle, no knobs, kind of all touchscreen. And then they actually make a contemporary version that's actually completely handleless, push to open. Just know within those three lines, all the features are identical. The only thing that's different is just the way that they look. So you kind of can pick your flavor of what you like the best, but not sacrifice any of the features there. Wolf really known for a few things in their wall ovens. One is the convection system that is kind of really unique. They have a VertiCross convection system that really the fans go all the way up and down the entire back of the cavity. And if you look at it, you'll notice that the oven cavity is a little different too than what you find with others, kind of where everybody's really a square. Wolf kind of concaves back a little bit and gives you a little bit more room. That convection system also helps to get better heat throughout the entire cavity, as it's kind of the fans are a little bit bigger, so it gets it top to bottom there as well. Also, Wolf Gourmet, really good kind of self-guided cooking. Walk right through it, it kind of shows you where in the oven exactly where to put it, what rack, where to put the temperature probe. They do a really nice job with that as well. And I'd say kind of between the guided cooking, the features of the Wolf Gourmet, the different styles, just really a great overall wall oven that you can get in a lot of different flavors there.
I'll take off from the Wolf Professional. We'll talk about the MTouch Miele. Really, the bulk of their sales are in that line. When you think about a Miele, I think about maybe more transitional, maybe slightly more modern contemporary look, but I've seen it look very well in traditional as well, but really more of that transitional style. You know, when I think about who would buy a Miele, I think about somebody that's maybe a bit more of an Epicurean, wants a professional unit. And when I think of an Epicurean, what I'm saying there is somebody that maybe bakes a lot, roast rack, gets into really deep dive cooking. The steam assist and the steam function of that wall oven, really one of the only that have it, really the leader of a true steam assist wall oven. The baking and the roasting results are amazing. Additional to that, you know, little things. If you're cooking a lot, you're cleaning a lot. The fact that the racks inside are self-cleaning and you can keep them in a self-clean mode just makes a lot of the cleanup a lot easier. Moving on down, wireless probe. Yeah. You know, actually have a Wolf wall oven and enjoy it quite a bit. Wireless probes I don't love. A lot of brands have that. Miele has a wireless one, a little easier to get in and out of. And when we talked about guided cooking, something that we use today a lot of brands have guided cooking. Miele really, in my estimation, the first to guided cooking. I mean, a real interactive master chef cooking system that they've only built on over the years. Very intuitive. And I give them a lot of kudos all the time because in concert with that wireless temperature probe I talked about, using that MasterChef Gourmet cycle, the ability to count down your food. So if a roast were in there, knowing exactly when it's going to be done, counting it down to you so you're not guessing how fast those last 20 degrees of a meat may cook. You can prep the sides, get the table set, all those types of things. Really takes a lot of the curse out of the kitchen. So Miele is a strong contender for sure.
Absolutely. And then the last one in this comparison is Thermador. Now, we're kind of Wolf, Miele, definitely in the highest end or so, kind of similar-ish price points. Thermador is a little bit of a step down in price point. And really the differences with like a Thermador versus some of the others, that guided cooking like you were just talking about, Thermador doesn't really give you any of that. Now they do have some things, like if you download the app, you can do some certain things through Wi-Fi on the app, but on the wall oven itself, nothing really there. It's going to be a little bit more kind of plain. Now they do have two series as well, kind of similar to the others. They have a deluxe version, they have a standard version, a little bit less featured. And then they also have two different styles. They have a professional, bigger pro style, bulkier handle with the knobs. And then they too as well have kind of a masterpiece, which is similar to that transitional in the Wolf, slimmer handle, no knobs, all controls there as well. also with Thermador, kind of you have the lack of that guided cooking system. And then I'd say the other thing that's kind of a little maybe not on par with the other brands with them is the convection. It's a kind of traditional single fan convection, whereas Miele gives you that twin convection. Wolf gives you the dual convection with the dual VertiCross, a little bit more advanced. Thermador is going to be a little bit more kind of basic when it comes to the oven there. But if you're someone that really just likes kind of that pro style look, you don't really want all those controls, because that's the other part of it too, is like nowadays they're one of the only ones actually that doesn't have the control. So if you really don't want that and you want the knobs, you like the pro classic look, you want kind of still be able to have like a really good size oven, which a Thermador is, but you don't want any of the extras like that, Thermador is another great option to consider there too.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for appliance tips and updates from Miele Appliance.
Your feedback is what shapes our series. Like what you saw? Give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you.
Stay informed and inspired on all your appliance needs. This is Appliance Advisors signing off.